Alright, Jess, here we go. First part about the guitar is making sure like how you hold it and everything, and how you set it on your lap. So like, whatever leg you're probably going to be, I think you're right-handed, so whenever you're holding the guitar on your lap, you want to make sure that you set the guitar on the leg that's the highest. So you kind of want to prop your leg up. If you notice, like I'm propping my leg up, so I keep the guitar higher off the ground and everything. So after you keep the leg propped up and everything, it helps you keep your elbow and everything. If you see where my elbow's at right now, it basically keeps it so my elbow's up higher and I can reach on the guitar or whatever, and it just makes it a lot easier to access the guitar. And if you keep, because you're a girl and you got boobs and all that good stuff, you want to be able to keep the guitar. You don't want it leaning a lot, leaning it sideways like this. You want to make sure that even though you got a chest and everything, make sure you kind of get the guitar so it's sitting more straight up and down than it is leaning sideways like this. Because what's going to happen later on is your elbow is not going to be able to like reach across here like this, so it's going to kind of mess you up, and you're not going to be able to have your hands and everything reach where you want them to. It's easier when it's leaning like this, so when your hand reaches around, your fingers can reach around there and get what they need to do on there. As far as holding the pick, make sure that you hold your pick. I think I've got one in my pocket. Yeah. When you hold your pick, make sure you hold your pick with your thumb and your pointy finger. And if you can kind of see how I'm holding it, here's how you'll hold the pick itself. And I'll just go real slowly. And you can see how I kind of angle the pick just a little bit and hold it with my thumb and my pointy finger, okay? So hold it with your thumb and pointy finger, and then we'll talk about how to hold your hand placement. So remember, number one, keep the guitar propped up. Number two, kind of see if you can keep it straight. And then also, then work on, and then we're going to talk about where to place your elbow. Keep your elbow, if you can see like the crease of my elbow, where my shirt is crossing across right there. If you work on keeping your elbow right about right there, it'll be a lot easier for you to get your hands going across right in here, because you can strum across here, or you can strum around here. A lot of people think you got to be in the center of the circle, but you don't have to. So you're going to want to be able to hold your pick, and you want to be able to go down and up comfortably. And then basically that brings you to the next thing, is if you're going to do strumming and stuff, there's only two things that we can do as guitar players. We can either strum all the strings like this, or we can try to hit them individually, okay? All right, so you'll notice when you strum something, you've got your right hand doing the wrist kind of action. You see how I'm going across right there? That's what you want to have first. So your right hand is going to be doing that kind of stuff, so you can see the wrist action right there. So it's going to be all strumming. If you're strumming something, it's all in the wrist. And then the second thing is after you're doing that, if we hit individual strings and you're playing individually, you rest your wrist on the guitar, and then you're actually resting your wrist on this thing down here, which is called the bridge. And when you set it there, you can be pressing and just hitting one string at a time. And it basically makes it accurate. It's kind of like writing on a piece of paper. When you write on a piece of paper, you rest your wrist on the piece of paper and you write real small. Well, since the strings are nice and small, you can hit just those particular ones and hit only those strings, okay? So we got guitar needs to be propped up. Try to keep it straight up and down. Wrist, if we're strumming something, we use the wrist. If we're doing something where we're hitting smaller amounts of strings, we're only hitting one string at a time, you rest the wrist on the bridge. Keep the elbow rested on the guitar up here, nice and comfortably, so it's just kind of like the crease of my elbow basically is blending in with the guitar right there, and that enables us to get across right here. So this is everything about holding the guitar and everything, and then we're going to talk about what you do with your hands and everything right now, okay? So we'll talk about how to do the hands and all that good stuff next, on the next video.